Giggles podcast.
And we're on.
Selton, do you have a broken pinky? Yes or no?
Selton's
Go like
pinky.
this all the way. I feel like I know so many freaking men whose pinky is permanently like this. Do you? Have y'all ever seen that before? What is that? Why do so many men have freaking jacked up fingers?
Hey, I'll tell you because you know what? I was once in the game.
I feel like Hailey Bieber's pinky is like that too. Like anytime she's doing like something is like.
No.
Are y'all fingers okay?
This is what it is. It's called when your finger gets jammed when you're playing basketball because I was on the B team in middle school.
You're right.
B team backup, actually.
So C team. Okay, so C team. All right.
And my finger one time got jammed. I fell to the ground. It's really painful. And I
What
feel
does
like
that mean? Broken?
it's like when somebody passes you the ball and it like goes directly into your finger. I think it kind of gets like permanently jammed is what happens.
Interesting.
Gabi?
Jammed.
It's something to do with like your ring finger because they're connected. Try to move your pinky without moving your ring finger.
Wait, huh? What are you talking about? Oh, like bend it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's not happening. Guys,
What an
welcome back.
interesting episode.
Yeah, sorry about that. Welcome back to the Hefty Gals podcast.
Woo!
This is my sister Emma.
This is my sister Gabi. And we would like to know.
And we are
Hefty. Yes. But guys, we are on 75 hard.
So we might not be hefty for much longer. So stay tuned for that. But also don't watch that hard because it doesn't come to fruition, okay?
No.
Mind your own fucking business, okay?
No, this is the issue here. So we have a group chat. Everybody who's doing 75 hard. Selton, me, Gabi, my mom, and then my mom's friend, Ginger. Okay. We're all in there. I'm thinking we're all like bought in. Gabi comes out. She has made these cookies. I'm like, why would you make cookies? Like, can you eat those on the diet you picked? She's like, yeah, I could have one sweet treat a day. I'm like, okay. Then we're going to Dom's birthday party. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not going to drink tonight because you're not supposed to have alcohol on the 75 hard. Gabi's like, oh, I'm drinking. Then it gets worse.
Guys.
She comes upstairs and I'm like, hey, did you get your 2 workouts in for today? She's like, nah, I'm just doing 1, I think. That's my goal. Hopefully y'all get 1 in. I'm like, oh, so.
No, the goal is 1, hopefully 2.
So we're kicking her out of the group chat.
No. Guys.
No, at this point, it's like you might as well just live your life. Like it.
When was your confession?
Turn your mic off.
You're not locked in.
Number 1, 75 hard, you can pick any diet that you want to be on.
No, for sure. Okay, I'll let the cookie slide.
You guys are like actually up my ass and need to mind your own fucking business. What I'm following is 1 sweet treat a day, okay?
Okay.
Because I'm eating sweets and candies and cookies all day long. So that's very hard for me to have 1 sweet treat a day. Number 2, I have to eat a vegetable and I have to eat a fruit. Okay?
Okay.
That's that. And I have to drink a gallon of water. Mind your own business. Why are you guys freaking coming for me right now?
No, I just want to let the people know.
No.
But this is the mentality.
And also 75 hard, everybody says it's like is so toxic and da-da-da-da-da. It's kind of a controversial
Oh, trust me, I know. I told it in my very small group chat on Instagram and the girls were barking. I said, calm down. Calm down.
Calm down.
But we definitely are all following the like strict rules. Like we're not really doing
Everybody's on their own path. I'm like,
Yeah.
just don't worry about me.
Yeah, guys, stop
Worry
being-
about yourself.
Yeah, it is true. That is true. You know what? I'm gonna take that advice and stop
Yeah.
worrying about you.
Yeah. Well,
Have your cookie.
yeah. Okay, in the 75 hard sense, stop worrying about me. But like financially and like other stuff, you can keep worrying about me.
Make sure I'm doing my work.
Yeah,
Make sure I'm like getting up for work every day.
But my confession was I haven't done my workouts today yet. So after this, I'm going to walk on my treadmill for 45 minutes. I'm doing 1 workout a day, Selton. My God.
No, I still have to do mine too after this. My
Both
thing,
of them?
Yeah, I'm gonna just walk for 90 minutes on the
Okay,
treadmill.
I'll walk for 90 minutes too.
Yeah.
You guys are
I'm
up
gonna-
my ass.
No, I'm gonna edit while I do it, so I'm gonna be
Oh,
double
me too.
productive.
Me too. Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Guys,
What, Selton? Speak your truth. What do you have to say?
I was gonna say to keep her accountable. We do have 2 treadmills, so
But you know what we found out? So Emma has 2, not 1, 2 Pelotons in her house of the exact same treadmill. What we found out is you can't be logged into the same account on both treadmills. It like once you log into one, it logs you out of the other.
but guys, we're 1 week into the new year, which is honestly been the longest week ever. I can't believe it's only January. Like we're literally a few days in.
Yeah, honestly, like Christmas and everything went by so fast. but also felt so long. I don't know. But I think now that everybody's like back in LA and the traffic is like bad again and everybody's going back to school tomorrow and everything's back tomorrow and party's
Back
freaking over.
to work.
It was so nice in LA the whole like end of December through this week. I feel like nobody's been here. Like there's no traffic anywhere. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is
It kind of
freaking
balances
awesome.
out because people like leave and go home for the holidays because most people
Aren't from here.
aren't from LA, yeah. But then like there's a good amount of tourists that come during the holidays because it's
You
like
think so?
yeah, it's like a place to travel. We went up to like the observatory, which is like where the Hollywood sign's at, and there was all tourists. Like there was no local people like hiking or anything. But I feel like for the first week of the year, I'm still feeling very motivated.
Me too.
I am like ready
on
to
one.
get to work.
Vision board done. Habit tracker filled out. 75 soft.
Well, I did buy us. I kind of told you this. I did influence myself from watching YouTube or get influenced by Claudia Slutsky and
That's my freaking
Justine
diva.
Camera Roll. It was like two different things. Justine Camera's Roll. I can't say her.
This is an instance where an ad like actually really worked on us. They both were
Oh.
doing on the same campaign, and I saw
Yeah.
it. I'm like, oh, now I need one of
no.
those.
So what it was they were advertising this. It's called like the Instamax or something.
Instastacks.
And it's like a little tiny Polaroid printer, and it prints out Polaroids, but you get to pick what the picture is. So it's like literally a dream.
Yeah, it's like a Polaroid like camera, but you're not taking a picture. You just like pick anything on your camera roll. I'm putting this on my vision board.
Oh my gosh.
I have not been able to stop thinking about this picture. It's a picture of a McDonald's hash brown, and then with creme fraiche and caviar. And what would you call these little green specks on there?
Green onion.
Green onion?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah,
I
just-
think no, chives.
Sultan, what is that? I think-
Chives.
Chives.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the difference between a chive, green onion?
I don't know.
We don't know. But I have not been able to stop thinking about this. And I literally have tried caviar like once in my life, maybe like, oh my God, I'm craving caviar. But I'm like,
I think
this
caviar is
picture
gonna be.
just looks so delicious.
I think caviar this year is gonna be way more mainstreamed. I don't know why. Last year it would.
I didn't realize how expensive it was. I'm like,
Oh.
oh, let me go get some because I found a store in Silver Lake that sells it. But then I saw that one little fucking can is $200. I'm like, oh, well,
Yeah.
then never mind.
No, there's different grades to it. But the thing is, I feel like it's more mainstream now. Like we grew up in the Midwest, I would have never known what caviar is.
Right.
But because of TikTok and stuff, I feel like the masses are getting to know about it and it's becoming more popular. So I definitely think caviar is going to be in
Caviar
2025.
in what's out?
Avocado toast.
Avocado toast out.
Actually, I think that's kind of been out for a second.
To me, it lives on forever. Also, should I dye my hair blonde? I saw a girl and it was like really long and luscious and like light brown blonde. I'm like,
Would you get extensions with it?
I would have to. Oh my God. I am actually the worst candidate for extensions. I've had them once in my life and I don't think I'll ever do it again. Doesn't matter how much like I need
Wait,
them.
when did you have extensions?
For Coachella a couple years ago, I just hate drying my hair. And with extensions, you have to dry your hair or else they'll get like matted or fucking grow mold. I don't know. Like somebody scared it.
Hey,
And
what?
You would be the perfect candidate. Emma, every single time she gets out of the shower.
No, listen.
You blow your hair out.
Yesterday, I went to the mall and I bought the Dyson Air Straight. Literally, this straightener dryer thing, $499. Okay.
Emma can be marketed quite literally anything. She's like, no, but did you see it? It was TikTok viral, so I have to go get it.
No, that's not what I said.
Yes.
But what it is it literally,
Listen to this
supposedly,
shit.
I haven't even used it yet.
Yeah, listen to this. She's like, no, it's amazing. You guys have to try it. It hasn't even fucking opened the box yet. You're like, no, it was $400, so it has to be amazing.
I can always return
It's
it.
always the price tag that gets you. You're like, if it's expensive, oh, I need
Okay,
it.
but
It must be good.
Dyson has good products. Like they have a good track
I think
record.
the Dyson Airwrap is a bunch of bullshit.
Okay, that is true. That is true.
Like, what are we even doing?
Shelton,
It's literally like a
Shelton is ready
wand.
to chime in about the hair tools. Go ahead, babe.
No, well, I mean, you got to think about it this way. Like, how long did you have the hair tools you have now? Like, how many years have you had it?
Forever.
Yeah, so the price is kind of justified if it works.
It's like price per use kind of thing.
Yeah, but it's also like if you have a hot tool that already does the same thing, like I just don't. Hair tools to me like are not like, oh, I need that. But I feel like you go through like crazy hair tools and be like, oh, I need the newest Dyson Airwrap. It's like, no, your Revlon
This
hair
is the
dryer
thing,
works just
guys.
well.
This is the
Just
thing. Let me talk. Let me talk. What does that sound?
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. Okay, right now, this is my routine. Get out of the shower. Put like 5 different products in my hair: a root mousse, heat protectant,
Root mousse.
a conditioning like oil. Okay.
Right.
Then I rough dry
Right.
my rough blow dry my hair with a normal blow dryer.
Right.
Then I plug in my little Revlon blow dryer, which I've had for like freaking 10 years at this point. Split my hair in half.
The way that you do this every single time you get out of the shower is unlike anything I've ever fucking heard before. People who dry their hair every single time you shower.
I think that's pretty normal.
I blow dry my hair once a year.
Guys, Gabby didn't know you're supposed to put lotion on your body out of the shower until she was like
college. Like, I'm telling you, nobody taught me anything. Like, I've been fucking fending for myself for 25 years.
No, the one thing that mom did teach me growing up was you're supposed to leave your conditioner in your hair longer than the shampoo.
Yeah.
Because it kind of is like a hair mask a little bit when you do that. But here's the thing. Okay, I use my Revlon blow dryer. It's such a long process, okay? What the Air Straight does, and what I saw with my own eyes on YouTube,
with my own eyes on YouTube. Exactly. On a freaking ad. Like,
no, it wasn't an ad.
Bruh.
Okay, her hair was wet, and then she just took one stroke down it with the Air Straight.
Was it steaming and freaking frizzing crazy?
It was just making a loud sound. No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Crackles.
And she did like 2 passes, and it was completely dry.
I don't know if you girls remember this, but when we were in middle school, there was this like big flat iron, and it was called the Wet to Straight.
Oh,
and
I had it.
I had it. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's from birth for you. Like, you are the target audience for quite literally anything that's being sold beauty wise, and really anything wise. It doesn't even have to be niche down to beauty.
It's like Maddie knew who she was from a very young age.
No, literally. But it's like my hair would be soaking wet, and I'd be like, no, look, guys, no, you're supposed to do it when it's wet. And my friends would be like, oh my God, don't do that. Like, no, it's fine. Like fucking burning my fucking hair off. I'm like, no, it's fine. It's like smoking.
Do you remember the video of the girl? This was like probably like 2012 on YouTube. And she's like
the tampon?
No, ew. 3 Girls, 1 Cup. That one?
Emma, no. There was this girl who, I forget her name, but she like ate a tampon or something.
Oh, no, that's not where I was going with this. But the girl who she's straightening her hair, and then her hair literally falls off in half. Like, she's going down it like this, and she's acting like she's doing a tutorial, or she is. Okay, guys, like, I'm going to straighten. I'm
like a little girl.
She's like probably like, yeah, probably 12. Okay, guys, I'm gonna like straighten my hair today. Like, let me show you how I do it. It was like a cheese straightener. She's like doing it, and then she like doesn't realize it. Then she like looks down and she's like, we have to find this video. I know the gals out there know what I'm talking about.
She was like that was wealth. If you had a cheese straightener and cheese products, like, you were in there.
You know who did?
Who?
Darian Frost. The parents that I told you guys a few episodes back.
I love it here.
That I manifested my life. That she had the chi, and I'm like,
she also had Viva La Juicy perfume. I was like, give me that.
Let me have some.
I'm like, Mom, this is the only thing I want for Christmas, please. And she like went to TJ Maxx and got like the wrong fucking one of the Viva La Juicy, but it wasn't Viva La Juicy. It was like this one that smelled so bad, like fucking baby powder. I was like, I love it. Thank you so much.
It's the worst.
So
You're like
sad.
almost there, Mom, almost there. No, I have realized this week. So I decided to start my own personal YouTube since our sister YouTube took over this channel, and it's now the podcast. So I'm like, you know what? Let me like dip my toe in. I feel like managers all across the world, social media managers, are telling their talent, like, hey, just in case TikTok does get banned, get on YouTube, because like that's gonna be, you know, an existing platform where brands are gonna put their budget. And I listen to
everybody's like trying to like trend forecast. Okay, out for 2025 trend forecasting. Like, why can't we just live? It's like, okay, now 2025, everybody's going to be moving to YouTube. Everybody's going to be back in long form content. Why can't we just like wait and see what happens? Like, I don't.
Or also just like create the content that you want to create.
Yeah, like I don't know why it just drives me nuts. It's like everybody's trying to guess the next app. Okay, everybody move over to Lemonade. Everybody, I'm like, can we just?
But also people make that content knowing that people eat it up. So I think it's a little bit like clickbaity too. They're preying on the girls who like are trying to.
It. And like a new trend every fucking hour, and people are like, in 2025, sailor core, sailor girlfriend, fisherman, girlfriend core. I'm like, okay, I've heard enough. No more.
See, and
no more. And I was like, yes, okay. Rain boots added to cart. I need a trench coat. I need Sultan. Do you have a sailor hat I can borrow?
But yeah, honestly, I've only heard fisherman core, and I didn't think that it was like the rain boots and the coats. So like, I will be adding that to the car.
Oh my god!
I'm literally taking
Can
notes
we
as
all
Gabby's
like?
saying it.
Can we?
Dude, that's literally going back to those Bottega boots, those puddle boots.
Oh, they look like rain
no
boots.
Sperry's.
Yeah.
Sperry's 2025. Sperry's are back.
I need to really come over here and let you
no,
tell
like,
me.
No, I actually, it's driving me actually crazy. I'm like, I need a phone detox for at least like a 24 hours. I can't do it anymore.
No,
it's making me
no.
go crazy.
You have to soak it in because what if
No, I
TikTok
can't.
gets banned? This is what I was trying to say. Back up like 10 subjects. Back to what I was saying is that I started my YouTube channel and I've realized that, okay, now we have the podcast. Like, I feel like I'm like filling my plate with a lot of work things, and I work so much better when my schedule is full. Like when I
Yes,
have
well,
all
yeah.
day, you would think that, oh, if you're an influencer and you have all day to do whatever the heck you want, you would be like living life really good. No, having no structure will literally make you spiral, and like you sitting in your house is like so unhealthy
You waste
for
so
anybody.
much time, yeah.
You waste so much time. So now that I'm like filling my schedule and like getting on my ish in 2025, I'm realizing
That's-
like I'm remembering who I am.
Well, you're like, I'm getting my personality back.
No, but also I'm becoming a Pilates instructor. Like I really am like filling my schedule up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if Emma's saying she's gonna do something, she's gonna do it. She's like, I think I should get back on YouTube. Literally the next week, has her thing up, has her first video edited. She's like, actually, it's live, it's posted. I'm like, oh, me. If I have an idea, I'm gonna simmer on it for a month until I forget about it, and then I will never do it.
Well, this is
I hate that about myself.
the reason that
actually.
I'm doing it is because I've been taking shrooms this week. Not actually. I've been taking the dose by Mind Honey, which is this
Oh my
like
God.
what is it, like lion's mane?
I really don't know. It's
I
like
don't know.
adaptogenics.
It is something that gets me going, girls. Gets me going. Like I literally am on one. Actually two. You take 2 pills. It's called Dose by Mind Honey on my Amazon storefront. Like please.
Emma's actually been insufferable. She's like,
Selton was literally like, I think you should like take a second, like take a break. I was like doing toe touches in the kitchen, but I did unload the dishwasher. You guys know I have a hard time with that. Selton came down and he was like, I'm really surprised. Like you cleaned the kitchen. Like who are
going
you?
on? Yeah.
I'm like, well, this is not me. This is me.
This is me on shrooms. This is me dosed by Mind Honey.
Okay, it's not shrooms though, Mom. I promise. It actually isn't.
Mom.
But guys, we've been having a great week already. Last night we went to the house party of the century.
Oh, we did. Dawn Burley's annual birthday booty bash. Nesrin put on her story and she was like, the art of house parties has been lost, and Dom single-handedly brought it back. I love a house party. I would do a house party 1,000,000 times over going to the freaking club.
First things first. Okay, I learned a few things last night. Number 1, Dom has so many friends. 120 people RSVP'd, yes, to her Partyful. So Partyful is like an app where it's like a...
I'm like, wait, Dom, how do you know all these people? I'm like, well, and I'll fight them. Like, no. Like, wait, I thought only we were
Literally, I'm like,
friends.
so how do you know Dom?
I know. I'm like, and who do you know here? At the door, I'm like, who do you know here?
I'm also was looking around last night, like her whole house was full of people for her birthday, and I'm like, I could never do that.
Me either. I'd be stressed out. People were all up on my shit. I'd be like, well,
That's why you have a
where's my
few
matchbook
drinkies.
that I had right there, and who took it? Like, that was my favorite matchbook. Please don't take my things.
Oh, people like stealing things
yeah,
from you?
I don't want people touching and
No,
taking my
but
things.
what I found out is that on Partyful, you can see who's RSVP'd yes. So when people were getting there, they were coming up like, hey, did you see so-and-so's coming? Like, my ex is going to be here. I didn't know that. So I'm like, oh, so this is why
That's
people...
a little trick, so you can see who's going.
But I think Dawn was like curating the mess. Like, she was definitely like, let me invite you. And then, oh, you're in that
Wait,
group.
really?
Yes.
You silly.
She told me she just like the RSVP list is messy. And I love her for that because it was definitely entertainment.
Really? I want to call her and get the lowdown on.
How everything ended
Yeah.
up going.
Yeah.
No, it was such a fun night. And there was a point where and this is probably like really telling of us, and I feel like kind of embarrassed to say this, but it was like our friends who were all influencers, and we were standing in a circle and we're like, wait, guys, literally nobody here is on their phone right now. Like everybody's just talking to each other. Nobody's taking photos.
Like, wait.
Nobody's
this
like,
is
everybody's
awesome.
just like at the house party in the moment.
Like living. I felt like I was in like 2005. I'm like, and not a phone in sight. And there was not
Yeah.
one phone in sight. It was actually freaking awesome.
And for 2025, house parties.
Everybody taking pictures on their little digital cam. I'm like, And this is what life is supposed to feel like in our 20s. I'm like, thank you, Dom, for offering.
Yeah.
Your
I will be
home
waiting
for the vibes.
364 days until next year's birthday booty bash.
I'm like, wait, should I throw a house party?
No,
No,
you
even
should.
just like they like moved her dining room table, so like everybody was like standing on the rug in the dining room. I'm like, hell no. 100 people's grimy fucking feet standing on this carpet, I would be like, oh my god. Like I would literally roll it up, put it away. I couldn't.
Yeah, in case they
stand.
spill or something.
Yeah.
No, for
Or
sure.
just would get it so dirty.
I wrote this down. I don't know if you remember telling me this. We were talking it this week about getting like ISD in school or like getting expelled.
Mhm.
And you were telling us that like how the one time that you got
Yeah.
in school detention.
I think I actually got it twice. I don't remember the second time what I did, but I had my phone in PE. That was one of what
Dude,
happened.
PE really took you down.
No, literally, I'm like, that bitch had it out for me. The PE teacher.
I feel like they have to just get it. PE class in elementary school, middle school,
in
and high
middle
school.
is I remember every kid would be like, when you were like, people would ask you your favorite special class or whatever, and everybody would be like PE or recess. I'm like, that's my least fucking favorite time.
I'm like
of the
English.
day.
I'm like English writing
I'm
class.
like, I'm like art class and lunch, bitch. Like, what are we talking about? They're like, yes, PE and recess. That's my favorite times of the day.
No, let me tell you
Oh my
something. Let
fucking
me tell you
God.
something. The most fat phobic people on this earth, gym teachers.
Oh my God. I have serious trauma from Mr. Otto. Fuck you, Mr. Otto.
Because
Yeah.
literally in high school, we had to run the mile. Okay, we're all out on the track, and I'm like, I gotta put my head down and just do this. Okay, and I had ran cross country.
This is literally like public humiliation. You have to do it in front of all of your peers too. I mean, you're all doing it together, but it's like you're the one fat kid in the class. Like oh my God.
all eyes are on you. Like we hope
Like everybody
we
feels
hope
bad
Jenny
for
can
you.
finish.
I'm like, no, I'm just gonna walk it. Like, no, I'm like, I'm not even gonna try. I'm just gonna walk it. Like, I don't know.
It's fine. No, okay. I put my whole what is it?
But is he?
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Okay.
I would feel like it would sound wrong coming out of my mouth.
Okay, you don't have to say.
I put my whole back into it.
Yeah.
Guys, I got like a 9-minute mile. It doesn't sound
That's
fast.
fast.
Okay. It
No,
doesn't
that's fast.
okay.
I've never had
Guys,
a 9-minute mile.
The
in my
gym
life.
teacher acted like she literally saw Jesus Christ on the earth. She was like, "Oh my God!" Like she could not believe that
You
I
got a
could run.
9-minute
And
mile.
I'm like, "Bitch, can you shut up?" Like she kept saying, "Like, wow,
Bitch, I was on
wow,
team
oh my
basketball.
gosh, I really didn't know you could do that. I really didn't know you could do that." I'm like, okay,
You're
pipe
like,
down,
okay.
please."
And not too much. And not too fucking much.
Like the first time, I'm like, "Oh yeah, everybody, look, I did it." Like the fat girl ran a 9-minute mile. But then when she kept pushing and pushing, I'm like, drop
all
it.
right. And that's enough. Thank you.
Wait, so tell the people why you got ISD.
I got ISD, and this was in middle school because me and my friend Caroline, and maybe Liz too, we hid in the bathrooms while we were taking the pacer test, while the class was taking the pacer test. And we were just going to act like, oh, like we went to the bathroom. We didn't know that, like, oh, sorry. No, this was our plan. We were going to go to the bathroom because that we're out by the water fountains, because when you're done running, you go outside, get a drink, and then come back and tell them your number. So we're like, okay, this is going to be perfect. We're going to wait for everybody to come out, take their drinks, and kind of like trickle in with people and just go say a number of how many like laps we run. Thinking she's not going to know because there's like, 30 girls in a PE class. It's like a big class. And she was like, Gabby, Caroline, I didn't see you running. I was like, yeah, I got like 20 laps. Like, what are you saying? Like, she's like,
Gabby,
I don't think you did. And then we got ISS.
did you have to go to the principal's office?
I mean, probably.
See, you don't.
We were just like, we were just jacking around. Like, we weren't doing it on purpose. Like, we just were jacking around, and then we realized the test had already started. So we're just like, man,
yeah,
that was our evil plan the entire time. Running the pacer test. If you guys didn't have this in your state, it's like in PE you would have these like yearly like physical like tests, pretty much.
First, I was like, how many
Physical
push-ups?
fitness.
How many? Yeah, physical fitness tests. And you would do how many push-ups you can do, how like they would have a box where you sit and reach and you can see like how many inches you can like reach past your toes, whatever. And then the worst of all, this like literally like kept me up at night, is still in my fucking haunts, being in my dreams, the beeping sound. And it's like where you have to run from one side of the gym to the other before the beep. And if you miss getting to the other side before the beep, then you're done. So it's like how many
Wait,
like times
listen.
you can run back and forth.
This is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter pacer test will begin in 30 seconds.
This is giving me like
Line up
anxiety,
at the
like just
start.
hearing this. It's making
The
my
running
chest tight.
speed starts slowly, but gets faster each minute after you hear this.
Enough. I literally remember
That sound, the
oh my God. I remember because you had to do this in elementary school and I was like morbidly obese. Like it wasn't even like a funny, haha, chubby kid. I was like obese, okay? And with all of these other kids who have so much energy and can run like fucking 50 laps, like, and I remember
they're so competitive.
literally
too.
in like maybe like first grade, second grade, I got 7. I remember I literally got 7. I was like, I just don't want to be the first one out. Like, this is so embarrassing. I got 7 laps. The other kids were getting like 30, 35, 40. I got 7. The next year, I got 13. I had so much anxiety around this. I literally remember like asking Dad, and I was like, Dad, can you please call Mr. Otto or email him and like ask if I can do it after school? Like, I really don't want to. Or if I knew that it was going to be the day of the pacer test, I'd be like, my stomach hurts. Like, can I go to the nurse's office? I'm not feeling good. Like, I would do everything to avoid taking the fucking pacer test.
But
So
then
in middle school, when Caroline was like, let's skip it, I'm like, yeah, let's fucking skip it. Hell no, I don't want to do that
they
shit.
would have makeup pacer tests. I remember because I remember like I figured out. They're like, okay, makeup pacer test, and then you would be singled out even more because like everybody else had already taken it. So it's like, okay, best case scenario, I have to do it the first day. Like I have to go and just do it with everybody.
No, I would try to be planned like to be absent the day of the pacer test.
Yeah,
Mom would be like, bitch, get up.
no, the only time that I ever got like called to the principal's office and got in trouble was in high school. There was like 3 different parking lots. There was like the blue lot, which was like the good one, the green lot, which is like where all the freshmen had to park, whatever. So it was like my sophomore year. And I, of course, was like late to the freaking orientation. So I didn't get like the few, like there were like 25 blue passes for the sophomores or whatever. And I didn't get one. And so, or maybe it was junior year, whatever. Josh, my brother, had wrecked his car because he was like literally just jumping hills in his car. And so my parents were like, you're not getting another car, like ride with Emma to school. Well, on the way to school, he would pressure me and be like, if you don't park in the blue lot, and you would get like a $30 ticket, okay, if you parked in the wrong lot, and they would go every day and do it. Like, if you don't park in the blue lot, then I'm gonna jump out of the car while it's moving. Like,
Bro, Josh and Emma, that duo is unlike anything I've ever seen before. Emma's the most anxiety-ridden, like, rule follower, and Josh is like, I don't give a fuck, and I'll punch you in your fucking face. Like, literally.
Literally, I'm driving to school, and I'm like, Josh, I'm sorry, I don't want to have to pay that. And he's like, okay, well, when we pass the blue lot, the stoplight, when you're going through it, if it doesn't turn red, then I'm jumping out of the car. I'm like, he's like, so
No.
I'm like, please no. So I would park all the way. I'd park up there. Well, I found out that people were like photocopying the blue pass and putting it in their windshield because it didn't scan or anything. It just had a number on it.
So what'd you do?
So I did it. And that was, they called me to the office.
Scandalous. What did you say?
And I just confessed. I was like, I'm sorry. My brother said he was going to jump out of the car.
What'd they say?
No, I already knew because I saw Maddie Moore going in the office before me. Like, I was outside.
Shit, guys. The gig is up. You've been caught.
I was like waiting outside the office and she was in there and I could like hear a little bit. And I was like, okay, I'm so glad that I'm prepared for this because I would have started crying if I wasn't. And I'm like, okay, I'm a man up. Don't cry and just say sorry. Like just say, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't want to have to pay. Like it's honestly you guys' problem because like
you're just not a parking. Like what do you want me to say?
Like I'm a princess. Please give me the front row.
My mean old
but that's
brother.
literally the only time I ever got called to the principal's office, and I was so scared. I hate authority.
I've been called to the principal's office a lot of times, but it was all for like just like stupid stuff. Like I remember being like,
What?
Fuck you guys. Man, fuck you.
Okay, let's get into what makes us sick to our stomach, fam. Will you say it in the accent?
It's a Canadian accent. And you always say it in a British accent. It drives me freaking nuts. Have you ever seen the video?
No.
Have you ever seen the reference video of what we're referencing?
But we're taking it and making it our own, so say it in a British accent.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
Ugh,
Okay.
it's not fun being
Things
here anymore.
Things that make me sick to my stomach. First of all, this has a little bit of backstory. This week I went and got some Botox in my forehead and in my, what are these called? 11s. And when I was in there, I was talking to the injector and I was like, what drives you nuts? And I'm like, oh, this will make sense for what makes me sick to my stomach. Drives me nuts or what makes me sick to my stomach is the girls, because our mom is one of these people who like love, anytime you bring up Botox, filler, anything, they're like, Oh yeah, I've never touched my face. I would never do any of that stuff. Like I've never gotten filler. I've never gotten anything done to my face. I'm like, okay, well you should. Then have you considered it? Because I can fucking tell. Like those people are like, love to be like, oh yeah, I've never gotten anything done. Like, okay,
That's like the
then
equivalent
maybe
of
you
like
should make an appointment.
when you're like in middle school and you're like,
Motherfucker.
I never dyed my hair, and everyone's like, wow, it's so pretty. It's such a pretty color.
Yeah, they want people to be like, wow, oh my God, you've never gotten any Botox. And I'm like, I hope he fucking picks you because shut the hell up. Like, oh my God.
Somebody commented that I'm a pick Misha, and I didn't know what that meant.
Like Misha.
What did that come from?
I don't know.
What's the origin of the word pick Misha?
Can you use it in a sentence for me?
But
some
whoever
context clues,
commented that, like, thank you. I really needed to hear that because then the next episode I listened to it, and I'm like, "Oh, I am.
What were you saying? You're like, I'm just so like organized.
I don't know. I was honestly just being me, and I'm like, dang,
Pick Misha.
I'll never escape the allegations because it's true.
I hope he picks you. That's
He
my new
did.
favorite
He
thing to
did.
say.
I hope he picks you.
Yeah, and I hope he picks you.
That's a really good comeback.
I've never gotten any Botox. I would never put filler in my face.
I hope he picks you. I'm using that this week.
Because that was mom until like probably like a couple months ago. She got Botox for the first time, but she loved to let people know, oh, I've never got any of that stuff. I've never got any of that stuff in my face.
Until they get
Okay,
it.
well, you
Until they
fucking-
get it.
Well, you should. I can tell,
We
girl.
convinced mom. Okay, this is
Do you agree with that, or am I just sounding like a bitch?
No, I agree. But it's also because we've gotten it done before. I think when you haven't done something before, you like have the same mentality of like, it's like when we were in the Midwest and like lip filler wasn't really a thing. We were like, oh my gosh, like it's crazy that we're getting this. My dad literally told us because my mom freaking let out of the bag that we were going to get lip filler in our like summer of college. And my dad was like, I'm going to stop paying for your school and your rent if you guys get your lips filled. So Gabi backed out because she got scared. I'm like, I saved $500 up this summer. I'm doing it. Got my lips filled. My dad went on like a 10-day motorcycle tour. So I did it while he was gone. When he came back, he didn't say anything. And then a few days later, he's like, did you get your lips filled? And I was like, no. I got this like lip cream. Kylie Jenner came out with it. And you put it on and it like makes your lips bigger. But if you stop using it, they go back to normal. He's like, well, you should stop using that. And then a couple days later, he's like, "Oh, good, you stopped using it because
yeah.
the swelling went down."
You're like, yeah, because you told me to, Dad. Like, I stopped.
And then
Thank
randomly, he would like look at me like, "Did you start using that cream again?" I'm like, "Dad, please." Okay, but the things that make me sick to my stomach, fam, this is very niche. I can remember. Okay, let me tell you what it is first. It's having your partner, having your significant other be the person at their workplace that everybody hates. Because I can remember dad coming home from work and he would tell these stories and like, I just like loved adult talk when I was little. So I would love his like hearing the drama and hearing like,
Oh, I would hate it. I'd be like, can we stop talking about work?
no, see, I loved it. I would really feed into it and how the boss is acting and how, and there was always like Jimmy at work who like everybody
But
hated.
you would never know that about your spouse, though.
That's why I'm saying that's like what makes me sick to my stomach. Like, what if my spouse is the person
Is
going
that
to
guy.
work and they're coming home and they're twisting the stories, but really
Dalton.
everybody else there. Luckily,
It's like, this guy sucks.
it made me
You
so
need to leave.
it made me so sick to my stomach that Sultan works for me now, so that we don't have to have that issue.
No, everybody could never hate Sultan. Everybody would be like, yep, that's
No, but
Sultan.
do you know what I'm saying? It's not a good. That's like a
That is a really good one. But yeah, you would never know if your husband is like the annoying fucking person. Everybody's like, oh,
yeah.
oh, brother.
And they come home and they twist the stories to be like
I
to
feel
make
like
themselves sound better. You know.
I'm not
I already
gonna say
know what
this.
you're gonna say. You don't have to say it. I love sister telepathy. I literally love when we can read each other's
Also, we
minds.
had some crazy sister telepathy this week about the Instastacks thing. Emma FaceTimed me and she's like, I just ordered this on Amazon. It's a little photo printer for the photos on your phone. I flipped my camera and I was like, Emma, I literally just bought the same fucking thing. And I'm like, we should have communicated beforehand.
Yeah,
But I
know.
bought the Kodak version because it comes out as like, it doesn't look like a Polaroid picture. It comes out just like normal. And then the back is sticky. So you can do anything with it.
So we'll have both
You
now.
can stick it on your wall. You can stick it on your laptop.
I wanna make our like aesthetic vision boards on video for Hefty Girls.
I want to show people my vision board, but then I showed Emma and she literally shot it down the second I pulled it up. I'm like, all right, and now I'm keeping that to myself.
I
So
forgot about that.
I was literally such a bitch. I have literally such a cute vision board. I'm like, oh, yes. Emma opens up. What's that? And what's that supposed to mean? Like, what? I'm like, okay, then you're done.
It was like-
and now I'm never showing you anything again.
It was like a girl on like 7 mattresses. So I made the joke. I'm like, what, you want to sleep on 7 mattresses? And you're like, no, it's like Princess and the Pea. Or like, no, you said, oh, it's like, it's inspo for like I want to have creative photo shoots.
Yeah, because it was like a Princess and the Pea. It was like, oh, well, what's this? I'm like, okay, 2 strikes.
Give me my phone back.
Literally, you're on the nice sister.
Okay, well, let's get into media because I feel like I have a couple things that I don't know if you've been on
Mom
that
keeps
side.
asking me like what I've been watching for on TV. I'm like, are people watching TV? Is that just me? I'm like, I'm not watching. I don't. My TV hasn't been.
You don't
turned
watch
on
the
in
boob
ages.
tube? The boob tube?
What's the boob tube?
That's what mom's slang was. She said that
Oh, for
they would,
TV.
yeah, they would
No,
call
I'm like,
the TV
I
the boob
don't
tube.
have any. No, I'm not. I'm watching freaking slushy noobs on my iPhone in my bed.
I've been watching YouTube videos and then I've been scrolling TikTok a little bit
Yeah.
because I need to make sure TikTok
TikTok has
knows.
been dead. I feel like nobody's like over this break. I feel like people might be unplugging. I'm like, where's my little Sims? What are you guys doing?
No, when I posted on
I think
my
all
You-
the influencers are like, I'm off the fucking clock.
yeah,
I'm
I
like,
think
"But
people are
wait.
no, people are leaning
shut up.
into rest. Like they're like realizing like, oh, I burn out, so I need to like actually take rest, and the world's not going to end if I don't post my YouTube video this week.
I wish I would have done that.
And I'm like, y'all aren't posting. I will.
Oh, I'll take
Oh,
this
I will.
opportunity
I will.
and go follow my YouTube. Thank you.
Is there anything in media that stood
I just
out
saw
to you?
the Golden Globes is tonight, and I have a new obsession with the Fanning sisters. I think I'm seeing a lot of like sibling duos. I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
The
Elle
Fanning-
Fanning and Dakota Fanning.
Ah, I should
Did you
follow
see The
them.
Greatest TV show?
No,
It's one of the Fanning sisters. She's a great actress.
I thought you didn't watch TV.
I watched it on a plane. I watched
Okay,
because it was on there.
that makes sense. No, I feel like we can't do a full recap because we're recording on Sunday right now. We record Sunday, post Wednesday. So
Also, Ariana Grande literally looks exactly like the girl from Bridgerton, like season 1 or season 2.
really,
Her outfit, I'm like, and the color of hair and exactly how her little bangs are parted. I'm like, what?
they
Is
took
that
it straight
Bridgerton?
from the Pinterest board.
No, literally. I'm like, okay.
like make
Miss
me look like
Bridgerton.
this. No. So what my whole feed has been consumed by is a couple things: the Walmart Birkin bag,
The working.
the workin'.
I want to get my little grimy paws on a freaking working. Somebody can send me a link or resell me one on eBay. They're sold out everywhere.
Really,
Yes. Give me a
Ah,
working.
it's
Come
like-
on. I'll
it's
put
like-
it right here.
it's creating the same like buzz as Birkin bags did. This is what's crazy to me. I feel like I'm a little bit connected to the universe.
It's just funny. Like, it's just.
No, I've been watching Gilmore Girls for months now. Okay, like I'll watch a lot of episodes and then because I wanted to go through the whole series. I don't know what it is about things just fall into place for me. I swear, every holiday when the holidays come, I'll have that episode like right before the holiday.
Oh, that's the freaking best.
It's
I
so
love
good.
that.
Literally this week was the episode where Rory's boyfriend buys her a Birkin bag. And she's like, a Birkin? Like, what is it? Or she opens the purse and she's like, oh, nice, like a purse. He's like, do you know what it is? Like, it's a Birkin. And she's like, Birkin, what's that? And then her grandma finds out and it's like, he bought you a Birkin? And I'm like, that is actually insane that that's the episode of all the times I could have watched the episode. Or like I could have watched shows
Right.
quicker. You know what I'm saying?
That's called, and that's what we call a coincidence. Okay?
But did you see?
Ha-
Okay, go ahead.
Do you remember this video of Stormy when she was little? She was obsessed with trolls, okay? And Kylie had like, or I think she had like the trolls at her birthday or something, or she had the trolls like movie on the thing, and Stormy was jumping around saying Bergens, and all literally Twitter took it and ran with it. They're like, she's literally talking about Birkins. I don't know if they were joking. I'm like, guys, she's saying Bergens. They're in
Oh, I-
Bergen town. And they're like, not Stormy saying Birkin. I'm like, guys.
They probably thought she was saying that.
Or maybe they were making a joke and I just didn't catch on. I'm like, saying
Please.
Birkins. Have you ever fucking seen Trolls? Oh my
Oh,
God.
I was obsessed with trolls. I know you guys like
Oh,
would-
I love Trolls.
wouldn't think that about me.
1, 2, and 3.
Love trolls. I
Band
love
together.
Hairspray. I love the Hairspray soundtrack specifically to listen to while I work out. But this is another thing, okay?
Can't stop this feeling
Inside my bones.
Oh, I love Trolls.
It's honestly a timeless
I
soundtrack.
try to get the little girl that I nanny on it. She don't give a fuck about Trolls. So I'm like, no, Sydney,
Please.
listen to the words. It's awesome.
No, so the work-ins, okay, were a thing. All during that time too. That whole thing happened with the Darnell sisters. Have you seen this?
No.
It's the girl who was in Bama Rush when Bama Rush like blew up that summer.
Yes.
And she was like,
Have a
"I'm
good
having
day,
not a great day."
Yes.
Okay. So
Have a great day, not a good day.
they were doing a Christmas haul, her and her sister, because her sister's blown up on social media now, showing all of their
Ooh.
designer
Right.
finds. Well,
Or
everybody
Christmas.
was like, they're from DHgate. So it like blew up. And then people started saying, oh, it's from the Real Real. Like, that's so embarrassing. It's from the Real Real. Because the mom made a story saying, who cares if I buy my kids stuff from the Real Real? Because the mom didn't understand that the brand, the Real Real, isn't DHgate. Like, they're not the same things. So if you don't know, DHgate is like a Chinese owned
Wait,
brand.
I'm confused. Was it from DHgate or was it from?
It was from DHgate, but she was thinking the Real because people were saying things in the comment because they were like uneducated. So now, okay, I just like if people. Do you think people know the difference between the two?
Yes, yes.
So DHgate is actually fake.
Merchandise. The Real is like resell.
It's like real Louis Vuitton, real,
By being resell,
but
yes.
it's just being resold, like
It's like
a
secondhand.
like a thrift kind of thing. Yeah. But the mom didn't understand that the Real is actual stuff. So she was saying, like, I don't know why you guys are all like so concerned with like if my kid's stuff is from the Real or not,
Okay.
or something. Okay. So now the Real has blown up, and people are dumb who didn't know what it was before, and people are now thinking that things are from the Real are fake.
You think?
Yes, it's like all over the internet. And then today,
Bro, has nobody ever shopped at the freaking Real? Oh, you're talking about the Alex Cooper whole thing with her coat.
so then today,
Yeah, I
Alex
see.
Cooper gets on.
She's
I'm like,
what the fuck is
the
the
Real
big deal? If I
cannot
saw
catch a break because Alex Cooper.
And there's this whole thing about people selling, like actually selling like fake merchandise to the Real and they're authenticating it.
Yeah,
and being
yeah,
like,
okay.
that's fine.
They have had a horrible year, and it's going to continue. Like, I feel bad. Their
But
sales,
maybe any PR is good PR. You know what I mean?
but yeah, people are like looking it up.
People are just so dumb. Like so there was this picture, Alex Cooper, she had this big fur coat on in one of the pictures, she had the tag on it. And so she took down the picture because everybody was like, there's the tag. You can see the tag. It's so embarrassing. Take it down. She's like, okay. Like, I don't know. I don't understand. I really don't understand.
So then people start taking the narrative. So Alex
of like
Cooper,
she was going to return the coat.
Alex Cooper is the girl who started the Call Her Daddy podcast. She still does it. She's like blown up. She literally is building an empire. She now sells like Unwell hangover
Everybody knows
drinks.
who Alex Cooper is.
Yeah, okay, we know who she is. She posts a picture. People are saying the tag. She deletes the photo because she's thinking like, oh, it's just embarrassing. I didn't like edit it out, whatever. But then people are saying, oh, you returned your clothes. You like, that's embarrassing.
Or that you're buying from the Real. I'm like, what? Like,
It's just so weird how the internet can take things and just like twist
what
it.
are we
And then
talking about?
she had to make
It's
a video
embarrassing 'cause there's a-
addressing it, being like, guys,
there's
like
a tag on my coat that I forgot to take off. Like,
And-
what?
also too, a lot of celebrities have stylists who do style them, and sometimes the things that they borrow from brands, you can't take the tags off. Like, it wouldn't be a crazy thing to see a celebrity like with a piece of clothing on with a tag on it.
But it's also like, even if a lot of people don't even like keep the items that they're being lent to take pictures in. Like, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. So like, guys, if you see me and Gabi with tags on our clothes this year,
Address it in the comments.
no.
And
No, it's because we have stylists. It's not because we're gonna return it. Like, it's just because we have stylists. Like,
yes, exactly.
if you see us,
I
and
just saw that. I'm like, what is going on? Like, people are so dumb sometimes. I'm like,
they just like catch
guys,
on to something and like write it. They don't
what the hell
have
is-
any type of like actual knowledge.
Yeah, babe.
But I feel like media's been, like you said, a little bit quiet.
Yeah, it's kind of chill. I'm kind
And
of liking it.
when I say media, I mean TikTok.
Yeah, I'm like, really? We're just all living our lives IRL.
I just think once
It ends for 2025. Living your life in real life.
literally,
I think I have actually been doing a good job of that lately. I've had a great winter break.
see. I feel like
It's different though because I'm with a child every day. So I'm with childlike joy that you actually have to be in the moment with your eyes on them 24/7. We're doing fun things, giggling and like playing. Like, I literally get to play like a little kid every single day. It's actually awesome.
it's like a
I'm like,
dream job.
Yeah, I'm like, let's go outside or let's go play in the dirt or let's whatever.
I love it. I feel like I have like a pretty good
Playing
balance. Of,
in Emma, you need to play more for 2025.
I actually was listening to a podcast with Brene Brown and Oprah talking about how play is like such a like
That's
big
why
thing.
I'm getting back into baking because I'm like, I loved doing that as a kid. It's like a form of play.
No, for sure. Okay, let's wrap today's episode up with our last little segment. We put some question boxes
Oh,
up
I put one up. I forgot. I wanna
to
go
give
see.
you guys advice. And I just am excited because I feel like the things that people would ask on my
6%.
page is very different than what they would ask on Gabby's page.
Kylie Jenner got new, bigger boobs.
Really?
in my opinion,
Okay.
last year.
Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay, so somebody said, being 37 and moving in with roommates, I don't know. I feel like I'm sucking at life. Help.
Wait, she's how old?
37
New roommates?
with roommates. Yeah, kind of saying like I'm 37, like I'm not to the point where I can like live alone. I feel like I'm sucking at life because of it. Like help. I don't know.
This is my advice. Everybody, it's not a freaking race, and it's not about comparing yourself to each other. Everybody is on their own timeline. I'm on a different timeline than Emma is. Emma's on a different timeline. He is. You can.
No, I'm
what?
just-
Nobody's. What is funny?
I just feel like this is like just apply the pacer test to real life. Everybody's on their own pace. Like for me, for instance, I could only do 10 laps.
See, I try to be serious for like 2 seconds.
No. I think that's great
You're a
advice.
bitch.
I just
Go
thought
ahead.
it was
Yeah,
just,
tell
it
your
was full
advice.
circle.
No, tell your advice. Go ahead. Everybody's on their own journey, and comparison is the thief of joy. Maybe these roommates are going to be your best friends for life. You don't know. And it could be such a fun chapter living with.
I don't know, but this is what I think.
Emma's like, get off your ass. Seems like nobody wants to work around here. That's your
No.
advice.
I think that living with people is so fun. Like, it's like the most, like, when I think back to like my college years where I had like 3 roommates and stuff, those were some of my best years. And like living with my sister, like, I think having roommates is such a fun time in life. And like, if I could be 37 and having roommates, and like, I think it kind of makes you young a little bit. Like,
Mhm.
you have more community. And I think we really are supposed to live like that. Like, we don't nowadays because we live in like the US. It's very like westernized and stuff. You know what I'm saying, guys. I promise I'm smart.
Yeah,
But
well.
I think that, yeah, it's not a negative thing. You're just thinking of it because like it's like societal norms, right? Like, oh, at this age I'm supposed to be doing this. But I feel like in other countries it's very normal to like live with multiple people, you know?
Yeah.
So I think you should just really soak it in and know that, yeah, it's not a bad thing. Like, who cares if you have roommates? I wish I did to help me pay my rent. Like,
Yeah, me too.
everything is so expensive. So you shouldn't feel like you're sucking at life. You're doing great. And I think if you
You're
just
doing
like
great,
really
sweetie.
lean into it, you could have a really fun few years being with them and like cooking dinner together and hanging out and I don't know.
Exactly.
Okay, you go, Gabs.
Bruh, my followers might be a little bit stupid and dumb. Sorry, guys, I'm calling you stupid and dumb right now. But every time I put an advice box on my story, people fill it out giving me advice. I'm like, that's not what an advice box is. Advice box, right? Am I right or am I right? You're supposed to put in things that you want advice on. That's what a advice box is. If I was asking for advice, I would give you guys the situation of what I'm asking for.
Yeah.
Not like guys, girls, we need a team meeting, okay?
But you need to give them more context because you did this last time and you should have said on there, like, what do you need advice on? You literally just put the word advice question mark. Like that, it's kind of confusing.
Not really, but like not really. Okay, this is a question from one of my girls. Should I pursue a man with a child? I'm only 21, but he's so fine and is so good to me. Bitch, run. I'm sorry. Run. You're 21. There's so much life to live. You're just a freaking baby.
Yeah.
If you're not watching YouTube, I'm shaking my head very vigorously.
Yeah.
Emma's like, yeah, go for it.
No. Speaking from experience, I feel like me and Gabby have both had this.
Experience.
Yeah, the guy that I dated in Dallas like had a kid, and the mom.
That wasn't even real.
We don't really know
life.
if it was real or not. But what I'm saying is, I
No,
know.
I'm saying that relationship wasn't even real. It doesn't. I'm like, was that?
I know. I'm agreeing with you.
Oh.
But what I'm saying is I remember at that time talking to my brothers about it, and Josh told me, he was like, Emma, you're so young. He's like, you could have anybody in the world and you're going to pick the person who already has a kid. Like that's their first, like they've already been through it, whatever. I can understand if you're older and dating,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying that circumstantially, like don't date people who have kids.
But
I think if you're 21 and young and your reasoning is like, oh, I can look over that because he's fine, he's probably crazy. Like I have just come to find in majority of the situations, a woman, like by our nature, we want our families to be together. We want to be with the man who gave us the child. Like that's like our hopes, our dreams, like majority of, I would say, of women, because we're raised that way in our society. And so for a woman to be able to say, we are not going to be together, like you can't be in my kid's life, or like we are not going to have a relationship, that's a huge deal and something really bad, or the person has to be a really bad person for that to happen.
Right.
I'm sure Selzen has a different opinion, but I think girl run.
Don't worry about it.
There's so many other cute people out there that you will find, and honestly, I feel like it would take one phone call to the baby mama for you to like find out the real truth about him, because I'm sure there is something. Is that bad to say?
No, it's true. It's just the cold, hard, freaking truth. My phone's gonna die, so unfortunately, I can't read anymore.
Selton, can you read one of the things from the Hefty Gals Instagram for us?
Hi, Gabby. I would love to hear your advice on the Hefty Girls about getting a job in childcare, nannying, babysitting, etc. I'd love
Yes.
to start, but don't know how. How did you start? Thank you so much.
I am an
Love the
expert
pod.
in this field. I have been a nanny for my whole freaking life at this point. It feels like I've literally been babysitting since I was like 11 years old. My advice is like get on Facebook, get on that freaking Google search, open your little laptop, search nanny jobs in Los Angeles, nanny jobs in Poland, nanny jobs wherever you want to live, wherever you want to be an au pair for. Google it. People have listings literally on the internet. So many. It's like a nanny agency. That's how I found mine. Nanny agencies will have these listings for like even like high profile families. It'll be like looking for a nanny. This is da 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 da, and they'll match you with one. Just get out that damn laptop.
Yeah, I think the agency thing is a big thing, because
Yeah.
like I think people
Especially
like
in a big city, there's so with like a lot of like rich people, movie stars, like celebrities, they're going through a nanny agency. They're not just like getting word of mouth.
yeah.
So search nanny agencies in your area, and you kind of just have to give them your resume, what you're looking for, and they'll match you with a family. It was a pretty like simple process.
I do think for a couple weeks I was on the side of TikTok of these girls telling horrible nanny jobs, like, or horrible
yeah.
nanny stories. So I think when you go through an agency, like somebody who's hiring through an agency, they're going to be probably pretty legit. And also then you have a contract that you can negotiate, which makes the job feel, I think, more real.
Yeah.
Like when you told me that you had a contract, I'm like, oh, like
I had a contract. I had to go get a background check. Like I filed my taxes. Like I had to fill out like a whatever tax form for them. Like they were paying me through payroll. It was a very like legit job.
I just feel like if things do go south, or like if it's always, no matter what job you're doing, I've learned, like, have it in writing. Like you can't just be like,
And
oh, the
also to
mom's
have
gonna
the-
pay me, or like the mom, there's just so
Right.
many things that could go possibly wrong. So
And to have the nanny agency as like a backing too, to be like, hey, the family that you matched me with is like on some fuck shit or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
to have somebody in your corner. But really nannying is all about what family you get matched with and what family you get, because that can make or break a situation. You can either have like the greatest time of your life or be with freaking Momzilla. So
well, maybe what you should do then,
Or
some good advice would be
Kidzilla.
to end your contract to have a trial period.
Yeah.
Like maybe for the first, like do like a 2-month trial period or something. So that way it's not awkward if you want to leave, because it's like a natural thing to where you guys would evaluate each other. And
Yeah.
maybe at the 2-month mark, you'd be like, oh, this is not working for me because it's been 2 months and my contract's up and
Yeah.
I need to like go elsewhere. So maybe do a trial.
Yeah. Good advice.
Okay. Gabby's really not going to like this question. So you don't have to answer it if you don't want to, but I'll answer it. Somebody said they need advice on feeling confident with their body during intimacy.
Ugh.
I knew it.
Like, why would you pick that one to read?
Are you going to answer, or do you want me to answer it?
You answer, and I need to plug my ears.
No, this is why it's not going to
Okay,
be
go.
nasty.
Nasty.
It's not going to be freak nasty. This actually came from Selton early on in our relationship. I don't remember what he said, but I think it's like a girl thing to be like, oh, like, I don't want to get undressed I don't like my body, whatever. And I can't remember exactly what he said, but pretty much it was to the effect of, it's not really like sexy when you act that way.
Oh, damn.
He didn't say it like that, okay? That wasn't his wording. But then I flipped it. I always like have revelations when I flip like the roles. And I'm like, if I was having a partner and every time they were taking their clothes off or whatever, they were like, "Ugh, don't look
at me.
I'd be like, ew, like that literally is such a turn off.
Yeah, you're like,
So I feel
"Bruh,
like
grow
I
up."
wouldn't want the person I'm being with to like the whole situation to be like about them being uncomfortable. yes, you should have a safe space with your partner. Yes, you should be able to talk about it. But like in the moment, like that's not the time to act that way. So just kind of flip it and be like, oh, I wouldn't want my partner to be acting this way. Like I feel great when they're like, when they really feel themselves, like when they're so confident in what they're doing, then that's like the best. So you should be doing that too. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that good advice?
Yeah, that's great advice.
Okay. It's just not about you. Our laptop is
dang
literally
it.
about to die, but
Oh, dang it. Oh man. I was really enjoying our time together, Emma. Dang it.
nobody's probably still on here.
Oh man.
After that question, they left.
Like, all right, man, I've heard enough.
And that's when I closed my laptop. Okay,
I've heard enough
Hefties.
from you guys.
We're so happy you're here. We're so excited for 2025. Just a reminder that we do drop an episode every Wednesday on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. Please subscribe. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok. And
If
our
you have any,
DMs.
are always open, girls, hefty girls at instagramfreaking.com.
We do
Look
need
us up.
We do need to ask them though.
Hello.
We do have a guest coming on next week, and we're going to be telling stories about the craziest like discipline, your crazy like getting grounded stories, like
Strict parents.
strict
stories.
parents, like things that your parents have done in that type of relationship. We want stories like that because we're going to deep dive into that topic next week with our guests. We're so excited. So if you have something
And
on
also
that topic,
2025, we were having guests, guys. I hope that you have liked the past couple episodes. We had Mom and Josh on. But let us know what you're thinking about guest vibes and who you want to see sitting right here on this couch.
okay,
And
hefties.
a sister sandwich. We're gonna make a sister sandwich with them. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Okay, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, girls.
Bye.